What did you do on your lunch break today? Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing on mine. I am going to jump in here in this little Alfa. I got a bad vibration going on, and I suspect it's going to be my hub-centric, not hub-centric wheels that are on this car, and we're going to pop these things off and measure real quick and get some of these on order. Now we have a pretty good case of the shakes going on with this car, and I honestly believe it's going to be twofold. And the number one thing I'm going to show you is the hub center here obviously is not 58.1, which is the hub center here. So we're going to measure this and get some hub centric ring adapters for this that we can install in there. These wheels aren't bad. The other thing is this is using wobble bolts. So that tells me if I look around inside of here, these are going to be that bolt pattern I think is going to be 5x100, which is, this is a 5x98, which is a common thing that people do, and I get that, but it can create some massive issues. Also, there's a wheel spacer that's on here, and I think that's factory, actually, just so you know, because that is hub-centric. So we have this wheel spacer that is factory on here, which is fine, but I just need to make sure that I get a 5x98 to whatever this is, and we're going to measure it right now. I will tell you, I've never figured out an easy way to do this, by the way, because you notice there's a tab that sticks out on this, so I can never get this thing inside of here because of the wheel and the offset, the ET on this. So I'm gonna show you a way to get around doing this real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you my method for doing this. I got a piece of cardstock. So this is not standard paper, this is cardstock paper. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come inside here on the inner lip. I'm gonna find the widest side of this, try to make this as flat as possible. I'm gonna mark it here, and then what I'll do is I'm going to come over here and just, again, we'll try to find make sure we find the widest point here, and I'm going to mark it this way as well. The edge right there. So that gives me the ability to double check this. So if our measurements are off, we may have to play around with it, but on this one, I am showing it's like 76.8, and come over to this one, a little bit smaller. So actually I can trace this just so you know. So we'll move this, set this on the inside here, and we'll just move this a couple times to see where the longest point is and the shortest point. And I'm just gonna look for just a second. It's hard to find dead center when you're doing this. I think that is dead center right there, and I'm just off. I can see that on my measurement, that I got the outer ring and not the inner ring. That is the inner ring. So now let's measure this and see where we end up. And I know that is on the inner side of this. So I'll just set that one right there, and I'm showing 73. It's like 73, so 58.01 by 73. And if I want to, I can just come back in here and triple check it. And there is nothing wrong with checking this a couple times and just making sure that we have the best measurement that we can. So that corner there, mark that right there, and just see if, as I move this guy around, I think that is the deepest point right there. That's going to be correct. I'll just double check this again. And yep, 73 is what we're looking for. So 58.1 of 73. We'll turn that off. So let's go order. I'm just going to show you, my buddy Alfista Steve has sent me a link on exactly where to buy these things, and I'm going to give them a shout real quick. And you can see 58.1 by 73 outer diameter. They're right on there, so that's a common. Being a great guy that he is, I've got an online order form here, but I can call them, and I'm just going to call them and get these over. Okay, extended lunch. Just asked my son if he knew what karma was. Oh, karma got me twice. I grabbed one of Mom's tomatoes off her plate and it decided to spit on me. So we have this ugly patch on here. And Steve Patchen was nice enough to hook me up with this. So, and notice that clear coat's seen better days on this car, but we'll figure that out too on this. So let's get started on taking. We're gonna go ahead and get a head start on the headliner. The material should be coming tomorrow. It's in the afternoon here, so I'm gonna jump in and go ahead and take this. Okay, I'll just show you. Big mistake. Do not use that to take off the foam, because it will take off a lot more. And we'll get around this. I'll have to fill that in a little bit so we don't see it with the headliner. Should be okay. But I think everybody saw. I got the air. The little handheld wire brush works great. This stuff comes off relatively quick. I got a little bit more in that corner, but I can get that later tomorrow, just so the glue sticks. We get everything in there. Or Saturday, because I don't know if I'm gonna have any more time. Today, it's starting to get dark. You can see the Karelian flag mark in there. How cool is that? Anyways, I digress. See it better on the camera than you do when you're actually looking at it from the light. But this guy's ready to go, and got all of our screws out here. You can see where these mount points are. This is for the rear shade. That's cool that those are in there. I'll probably have to tack those in a little bit better. They should hold though with the clips that go in there, but we're getting kind of close. Okay, I'm just gonna do a wrap-up video here real quick. I think everybody saw the video of me taking the headliner out, doing stuff to the front of the car. I'm just gonna walk out here real quick and see if my Gorilla Glue somewhat held. And if it didn't, shit, that thing's not going anywhere. It's awesome. Okay, cool. Man, Steve hooked me up. I'll throw this out on the res here in a little bit. I think I'll throw this up on YouTube as well. Clear coat on this hood is not good. And then the clear coat on the roof is not good. But what I love about this is I've got the separation panel in here. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I know somebody that does good paint work. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this car to them and I'm gonna have them repaint and re-clear the hood. And then we will wet sand the rest of this car. And I'm curious what other people are doing for antennas. This has got to go. I think I got to get a whip antenna or something in here. And then I got to replace the speakers in here. I got some other parts and suspension stuff that's already here and other stuff coming. And the engine's got to come out of this. We will have to drop the engine completely out. We got a minor oil leak, no power steering, no AC. So we're gonna have to dig into this car and get some of that stuff sorted. And we're getting there. I mean, cosmetically, not too bad. And of course, you know, I'm kind of partial, but I love our new Alfa logos. You have to look really close. The heart of the Alfa. Yeah, it's got intestinal fortitude going too.